Right, good evening. It's about 6 o'clock in France. Me and Mrs. Oldham now are in bed. It's colder here than it is back home. It is -3 at bloody 6 in the evening. We've had a bit of a traumatic 24 hours, to say the least. Now then, where shall I start? Well, I'll start where I wanted to change actually, no, let's start again. We came down yesterday afternoon where it said it would take 5 hours. 8 hours later, we're still travelling down. We arrived at the pub to stop there for 5 hours and have something to eat. Whereupon the landlord says we're shut and we're having no more customers in today. You're shut, you can't come in. So that paid price to that. So then, no more, I said to Mrs. Oldham. I said, well, let's go to Channel Tunnel. Unknown to me, you cannot park in the Channel Tunnel. But once you're in, you can't get out. So anyway, we're now supposed to be catching a train at 4 o'clock in the morning. It is only, what time was it, Mrs. Oldham, when we arrived there? 10 o'clock?
No,
9 o'clock.
7:30.
Oh, 7:30. We're not catching the train till 4:30. So we arrive and we find the pet passport control. Now then, we've got at least 6 or 7 hours to wait, which we're not allowed to do. So I went into pet passport control like a dithering old man, and they took pity on me. And its whereabouts, they said, well, we can put you on a train at 1:15 in the morning for free of charge. Won't be any extra. So I said, well, that'd be very nice. He says, but really you're not supposed to stop there because of it. The police could think it's a bomb and security reasons. Well, I said, I don't know. He said, you'll be all right. I'll tell the security people, not knowing it's the bleeding immigration fucking police. But anyway, that's another story. So then we stayed and wandered and palmed about.
When you had your first takeaway.
Well, what?
You had your first wimpy takeaway.
Why? Why, yeah, the first I've ever had is a wimpy takeaway. A wimpy takeaway.
I don't know what they were called that, but it was a takeaway.
Well, it was a takeaway, wimpy or bloody whatever. It was a load of crap. But anyway. So we then get on the train. No, wait a minute. There's more to come before what?
You got your heater.
Your what?
Your heater.
What heater?
An heater.
Did we know last night before we went to the train?
Yeah, because you phoned up.
Oh, well, yeah. So so the rot sets in. I thought it was bloody this morning anyway, it wasn't, it was last night. So, now by 10 o'clock it's getting cold. So I said to Mrs. Oldham, I best put the heater on. So I turned the heater on, no fucking heat. No heat. Nothing coming out. Zero balance. I said to Mrs. Oldham, bloody hell, it is balanced. We got, anyway, cut a long story short, 10 minutes later it comes on, kicks in, and away we go. Oh. So then we get that bloody, I turned it off. An hour later I turn it back on again, it won't come on. Oh, I thought, bloody hell. Bloody hellfire. So anyway, no more. I said, it's not stopping holiday, Mrs. Oldham. You're going to freeze his bollocks off, we'll freeze his bollocks off. Off we go. Get on the train. Before I just get my head down with air. In bloody Paris. In bloody Calais. Middle of bloody night. Bloody 2 o'clock in the morning. Black dark, and I've got to drive on the other side of the road. Mrs. Oldham is absolutely shitting herself. Well, so was I, really. Because I don't know where I'm going. Don't outdrive it, bloody dark out there. I didn't put my bloody headlight, whatever you call them, to stop the bloody headlights shining into people on the other side. Well, that's another story. Anyway, off we go. So I said, I couldn't find Le Mans on the navigation control, so I put another whatever it was. So off we set. Bloody hell, 2 hours into drive. I says, Mrs. Oldham, I says, looks like we're heading to Paris. I said, you're a navigator. You're the bloody navigator. You have been navigating and doing these maps for 12 months. Why the hell are we heading to Paris? Oh, no, we're not. Oh, yes, we are. But no more, off we go. So then, I said, well, let's find a different route. So I'd put a different route in. Bad move. Off we come off the bloody motorway, round these little, oh, don't ask me, round these little villages, round these corners, and the next thing, I'm seeing bloody snow. I says, Mrs. Oldham, look at the bloody snow. It's bloody 6 foot deep. Where are we? We're not in the bloody Himalayas. We're not even in the where are we? Anyway, I looked at sat nav. We're in some bloody hills. Don't ask me. I don't know where. Mrs. Oldham certainly didn't know where the bloody hell we are. So anyway, so we keep going. 5 o'clock in the morning. I says, we've been here before. She says, when? I said, about a bloody hour ago. We went in bloody circles, went through bloody toll bloody bridge 3 times, paid 3 bloody lots, and finished up in the same bloody place. So, I says, this is getting me down, this Mrs. Oldham. It's still bloody dark. Still minus bloody 5. Minus 5 in bloody France. I thought it'd be warmer than this. So anyway, keep going. Nearly got bloody run off the bloody road. Anyway, keep going. Anyway, I said to Mrs. Oldham, I've had enough now. I've had enough. I've been driving. It's took me bloody 8 hours, to get down to bloody Folkestone. Then another bloody 5 hours. I would say it was about 6 o'clock in the morning. I said, Mrs. Oldham, I've got to get me head. I don't know where the hell we are. So no more. I said, look at this place. Lewis stop. Well, we're bloody Lewis. There's no cars there, just fucking Lewis. So I said to Mrs. Oldham, I said, I'll have to go for a poo. Find toilets. Well, you want to see the toilets. They were bunged up with it. Bunged up. Oh, flowing over. I thought, what the hell have I come to here? What have I come to? So I didn't bother. I just had a pee and buggered off back. So I'm depressed. So I turned the heating on. Heating won't come on. Heating's not on. Now it's minus bloody 5. Minus 5, no heating on. I said, Susan, this is going to be hell of hell. Anyway, it kicked in again. So I said, there must be some sort of timer on it. I don't bloody know. So anyway, we get his head down. Next thing, it's bloody daylight. What time was that, Mrs. Oldham? About 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. It was 9 o'clock in the morning. I said, well, we best get up now, Mrs. Oldham. We've got to find where we're going. So no more, off we travel. We get going. We had no breakfast, not a bloody drink, nothing. We got to find where we're going.
And what popped up on notice board?
What did it pop up on notice board?
Bordeaux.
Oh, aye. So then it pops up. Bordeaux. 600 kilometres. Oh, that's full of that. Off we go. So off we go. So I says, we're getting somewhere near Paris here, Mrs. Oldham. So I said, I'll do some navigational tricks here. So I put the navigation and there were 3 routes. I said, we'll take that route in X hours. It doesn't get into Paris. Do that. Oh, it swings me off this bloody road. Well, we're going through little villages, up bloody mountain, bloody passes. We're seeing bloody nanny goats. I said, where are we going again? Lost again. So anyway, so we get back onto the right road. Just before we get onto, there's a bloody diversion. A diversion to get onto the motorway. I can't get on the motorway. What does diversion say? Go this way. What does it say in blood France? I don't know. I can't speak France. So I think, well, that must say it there. So I go on this bloody road, 20 miles up the road. I said, this is not the right way, Mrs. Oldham. I can sense we're going back. There was only a sign for fucking Calais. I said, we're on the wrong fucking road again. Turn back again, on we go.
Out to Paris.
Now, An hour later, we were in bloody Paris. Bloody Paris? Going round the bloody Champs-Elysees with a bloody camper van, 2 bloody golden retrievers and 2 bleeding surfboards on the bloody top. Eh? Down the bloody Champs-Elysees and round the Arc de Triomphe. Eh? In a bloody camper van. At bloody 7:30 in the bloody morning.
It were 7:30.
Oh, it were 7:30. What time were it then, Mrs.
It
Oldham?
was like dinner time this time.
Oh, no, sorry. I've lost 4 hours. It was near dinner time. And Paris is chocker. So no more again. I thought, well, there must be a cheaper, a quicker way out. So I do some sat-navs. Off we go again. No. We're in the bowels of the bloody slums of bleeding Paris. Call the bloody Jekyll, that bloody hell, I don't know. But anyway, we eventually find his way on the whatever bloody motorway it should be, signs for Bordeaux. I said to Mrs. Oldham, I said, we're doing nothing more than following these bloody signs. Now then, about 1 o'clock, I said to Mrs. Oldham, I said, I'm bollocks. I said, I've been driving bloody 16 hours. I said, I'm 70 odd. Not bloody 16. So I said, let's pull up at this bloody garage, fill some petrol up. That's another. I should have not stopped it. I should have not stopped on this bloody motorway service. The robbing bastards. Back in England, it would have cost me 60 quid for half a tank. 123 quid. So no more. Mrs. Oldham, by this time, I'm going to the toilet. And I went to, so I'm queuing up like, I'm queuing up to get something to eat. This French woman is speaking to me in French. I said, I don't speak French. Oh, I said, bugger off. I said, I'll go back. I'll go and tell Mrs. Oldham. So I went back and I said, wait. So anyway, by that time, Mrs. Oldham had found an air, which was only about 6 clicks away. The clicks is kilometres. It's an old Yankee saying clicks. But anyway, so on we go to find this air. What a beautiful... I got to give Mrs. Oldham her due. She was spot on. She found it. I mean, she dropped the bollock for the last bloody 8 hours. But anyway, she found this lovely air. And we're in it now in a little village, a quaint village. Well, there's only me and another camper van. I don't know what make they are. They're not bloody English anyway. But anyway, we're there. Lovely little thing. There's no toilets. But there's fresh water. And enough to get rid of your piss. But yeah, but it's all right. So tomorrow. So anyway, so we're in bed. We're in bed now. By the time I read this, it might be 7 o'clock. I'm going to read a book and I'm going to go to sleep. Well, I'll probably have a pee before that. But anyway, well that's it because we're knackered. But what a roller coaster of a day we've had. Mrs. Oldham wanted bloody go back home after the first 3 hours in bloody in darkness. You know what I mean? She's not a backwoodsman like me. Oh no, I was like a bloody trooper. 5 hours in dark. Don't know where I'm going. I nearly had a bloody crash. I turned left instead of bloody right. Oh, good job it went in the middle at night. No, we're bloody coming. But anyway, we're here now. We're on his own now, and I've just turned heater on it, so it comes on every 10 minutes. Oh, I have another little problem. Now. We're driving down about 5 hours into bloody drive, and bloody beep. Oh, I thought, Mrs. What's up now? I said, it's telling me I've got too much oil in the bloody engine. I've just drove bloody 1,000 bloody mile, and it's never told me I've got too much oil in. So remember a little tip. If you open it, it'll pretend that you fixed it. If you stop, open the bonnet and slam it back down again, it'll cut off. It'll right itself. Stopped. Open bonnet. Stop. So that's it. But it'll come back on again sometime between now and bloody Bordeaux. Now that's where we're heading for tomorrow, Bordeaux. And we'll go through Bordeaux, heading for Santander, that's Spain. But San Sebastian. But I don't think we'll reach Spain tomorrow because that's hell of a jag. But if not, we'll go south of Bordeaux somewhere on the French and Spanish border in the Pyrenees somewhere. You know, I haven't got no snow tyres, but
Pyrenees down there.
well, whatever it's called, there's some bloody big hills, isn't there? There's some hills. I don't know what they are, bloody mountains. But anyway, that's all for tonight. So me and Mrs. Holden, we're signing off now. That's good night from me. Good night from you. So see you later, Ollie boy.